Yo, what is up, it's your boy JadeJonny back here with some Avatar Legends Realms Collide tips, tricks, and news. I'm sorry, been out of it, been looking for a job. It's been really stressful, but you know what? Today, let's go ahead and jump on back into this whole entire shazizzle and talk about the classes that are inside Avatar Legends Realms Collide. Now, what do I mean? Well, for starters, talents, not classes. I call them classes. It just seems like more like the kind of thing to call them classes, right? So, each different unit has a specific kind of class that they are. For example, Zuko is versatile, fire, and attack. Then you have Kui, the king of Ba Sing Se, who is a gathering earth support. Each class is specifically designated for a specific task. So if we go to Garrison units, for those of you who don't know what Garrison means, I'm sorry, I do have to clarify what Garrison means. Garrison means where you are stationed. If you're not sure how to garrison a unit, you just simply go to your walls right here and click this, and then you can garrison units. It's very simple, very quick and easy. Probably shouldn't have shown this. Now people know how strong or how weak my units are. Shouldn't have done that, but it's fine. Content creator, that's my role. Hopefully nobody abuses the fact that I have to expose my stats. I can only hope that nobody abuses that, because, like, Jesus Christ, I don't really have an option but to expose my stuff. Anyways, so garrison units, they are based around defending your base or defending a tower, right? So for example, if you send them to defend a base from attacks, which we'll cover, I don't think it's tomorrow. I'm probably gonna do the day after tomorrow just to make sure that I'm releasing these, because I don't want to like clump them all up too quickly, right? So, so garrison units are there to be defensive units essentially, right? So right here you have Suki, garrison, earth, defense. Then if we go over here, it's going to be Garrison, Fire, Defense. Then if we go to Tenzin, it's going to be Garrison, Air, Defense. These units specifically are designated, then we go to Boomy, Garrison, Earth, Skill. But his skill is also built around Defense. See, base damage and increases Defense. Then you have increases attack and defense. Then you have increases skill damage reduction. Then you have grants additional hero rage, which is gonna help you get these, which is gonna help you get the power of Earth, right? So they're all built around defense, because one of the most important things of this game is honestly defense. But this is going to allow you to send your units over to bases or to gates or to reinforce your alliance members. I was going to say bases, but it's towns. To reinforce their, towns. So that's what garrison units are for, is for reinforcements. Then if we go over here to siege, this is the opposite of garrison. These are the aggro units. These are the units that are going to be attacking the garrison units. These are going to be the units that are going to be fighting with those garrison units. So right here we have siege, fire, attack. This is Asami. She's siege, fire, attack. She sieges. She runs in. If we go over here, deals an additional enemy squad damage. These are all going to be based around PvP. All of these are going to be based around PvP. You'll get the healing so that you can stay in the fight longer. And it's all of these units are going to be based around PvP. That's the whole point of sieging, right? Is based around that PvP aspect. This is going to allow you to fight, to take bases easier, to get resources from enemy bases easier. This is honestly, siege units are probably the most important in my opinion. I think the best defense is a good offense. So I personally believe that siege units are the best units. I mean, you wouldn't be able to tell it by how much I've actually upgraded stuff, but I think that they are the best units. Next up, we have hunt units. These are going to be the units that are very good at getting the Shattered Skulls. Okay, these are going to be the units that are going to be really good at PvE events. So we have Boomy. I put a lot into Boomy because I just really wanted to get through the 30 Shattered Skulls. So you have all of these, which are just focused on PvE. So this is all pretty much just focused on PvE. If we go to each and every single one of these, each of these are going to be based off of PvE. Shattered Skulls damage specifically. Then you have EXP gained. These are literally just PvE units. These are not necessary to focus on. Honestly, you probably could just ignore the fact they exist for the most part until you've maxed out everything else. I like having them upgraded because it enables me to have more slots. And they also do, some of them do have just base damage, like base increase damage. Where's, I think it was Boomy who just gives flat base, base increase, right? Normally, I mean, he's just a PvP unit, so, so, then, next up, so, yeah, honestly, hunt units, not that important. You don't really have to worry about upgrading the hunt units, whereas Garrison and Siege units are probably going to be two of the most important. Hunt units, not the most important. I think you can kind of tell that because none of the hunt units are paid, and two of these, Boomy and Bort, are very easily obtainable to upgrades. So you get Bort through the Bort event that runs like once a week, once every 2 weeks or something like that, right? You can get Bort charged through that, and then, which I mean I kind of neglect. I mean you should see my inventory. I have so many Bort materials, it's not even funny. It's just getting online at the same time as my alliance. Very difficult. And then you have Boomy, who you can get through taking down Shattered Skulls through expeditions. So and then Katara, she's just a very easy drop to get inside Skulls. So it's these, you can kind of tell just by how easy these units are to get that they're not super important upgrades, and they're kind of just like you throw you the upgrades because why not, right? Next up we have the Gathering units. Gathering units are the most important. I would say Gathering units are the most important. They are the lowest rarity, but I single-handedly believe these are the most important units. This is going to be how you're going to get your resources. All they are good for. I'm not even going to bother looking at the skills. I've talked about it before. I'm going to click on. They increase your production and your gathering speed. They are just very good units to have upgraded. They are probably your single most important units up until the very. I wouldn't even say in the very late game they're still very good because you're going to need to replace the units that you're retiring. So I would say these units are always very powerful. They are just very, very, very good, right? Like just in general. Like I don't really have anything else to say about those because I mean like they are just very good. If you have the ability to upgrade them, upgrade them. Do not hesitate to upgrade your gathering units. They are very important. Next up, we have the versatiles. These are going to be classes that don't specifically focus on one thing in particular. Please don't tell Bender-sama that I have not leveled up Toph whatsoever. Bender-sama will be very upset. Bender-sama loves Toph, and I love Bender-sama, so I don't want him to see that my Toph is so weak. He will be very disappointed in me, and I don't want that because that would make me very sad. But these are going to be units that are going to be focused on multiple different things. For example, Toph is probably going to be focused on attacking as well as defense. She has skills, attack, defense, normal attacks, increased defense. Toph is very good at that. So they're very versatile in what they do. I mean, honestly, I think Zuko's just really just offense, right? Like, I mean, I don't remember Zuko doing more than damage, right? Like, yeah, he's just very good. I think he's only classified as versatile because this his passive only works against Shattered Skulls, so I think he's classified as both a hunt and a siege unit. Is probably what it is. Because I don't see why else he'd be classified as versatile. I'll probably ask Bender-sama to ask the devs, but to me it really does seem like it's just because he has the passive for the Shattered Skulls. But I mean that's really all it is. But yeah, these units are very strong. I'm gonna leave it on Korra because I'm starting to take a liking to Korra. I'm not gonna lie. I'm starting to take. I'm not a fan of the show. Not a fan of her in the show. But you know what? Like, I'm starting to take a liking to Korra. People have just been convincing me lately that Korra is kind of cool as a character. Not personality-wise, just like, actually, it is kind of personality-wise. It's just the way she's done in the show. I don't want to talk about it, but it's like, it's just, in the show, it's not portrayed as easily. I've just been watching a lot of like, you know, critics on it, and a lot of people are like pointing out like, you know, Korra Loki kind of smart, not gonna lie. Like I mean, like, she's trying to be independent. I mean, I'm just I don't want to get into that. Anyways, your versatile units, honestly, unless they're very, very good, they're not going to be, you know, super important. For example, Kyoshi, she is going to be very important. She is a very powerful unit. I mean, like, I believe a lot of, like, the people in the early servers have her as S+ tier. And I mean, so Kyoshi's going to be very important whenever, you know, you can get her. It's going to be very, very important. Obviously I maxed out Zuko because Zuko's my favorite character, but Zuko is honestly not even the most important character in this versatile roster. It's just, the versatiles, very good for what they do. They're so divided that, like, I mean, for example, right, this passive only being limited to Shattered Skulls, neuters the amount of power that Zuko can provide. I mean, like, you know, Zuko's not super, I'm not going to say meta relevant, because I don't think there's really a meta outside of PvP. But, like, Zuko's not the most powerful unit you could have. You could, like, you could replace Zuko with, Zula. With Azula, sorry, let me pronunciate, with Azula, Asami, and Iroh, and you'll have a better squad than you would with, like, Zuko, Asami, and Azula. Granted, Azula also not paid. It is literally not free to play friendly, because she has to be paid for. But yeah, versatile is just really good for your budget options. I mean, you can replace Zuko, you can replace Azula with Zuko. You will feel the difference if you replace Zuko with Azula, but you won't be painfully hurting if you don't have access to Azula, if you upgrade Zuko. And that's essentially what the versatile role is just filling in those spots that the paid characters you know, kind of like have. So I mean, I don't know how else to word it. Versatile is just really good for multiple different roles, and if you are unable to get specific characters, then the versatile role can fit into those slots pretty well. That's all I really have to say about the roles. That's all the different roles. I mean, obviously we could go over attack, defense, and stuff like that, right? But I mean, I'm pretty sure those are self-explanatory. Attack is based off of doing damage. Defense is based off of defending. Support is based off of healing or giving buffs. Skill is based off of skill damage. Mobility is based off of movement. Avatar is based off of being an avatar. Because if we click on this, only 3 avatars. You know, there's gonna be more, because, I mean, like, you know, we know that, oh my god, if I didn't just go to say his name, I would have had no problem to say his name! Oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god. Avatar Roku. Oh my god. Okay, cool. We know that Roku is coming to the game as well. So obviously, you know, like, there's going to be more than just 4 avatars. I mean, we also know. Oh my god. I did it again. I forgot the other one's name. Oh no! You know what? I'm not even gonna try to remember it. I'm not even, because if I try to remember her name, I will never remember her name, and I'm not even gonna try. If it comes to me, it comes to me. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I'm so professional, guys. But yeah, so that's all the different roles explained. Again, TLDR, Garrison units are based off of being able to support, being able to reinforce, defend your territories. Siege units are based off of, you know, breaking through the opposing Garrison units. Hunt units are based off the PvE events. Gathering units based off of getting your resources, and versatile are based off of doing 1 or 2 of those, you know, not as well as, you know, a specified one, but being able to fulfill those roles. For example, Azuko could probably do PvE and PvP pretty fine and not have an issue. Just something similar to that, right? That being said, that's all I really have for you guys today, is just you know, a quick breakdown. I would say a quick breakdown, but this is probably the longest video I've made on Avatar Legends Realms Collide. But I just wanted to go over a quick breakdown of all the different all the different talents, and give you guys a quick, you know, like a better idea of what to upgrade based off the kind of content you want to do. For example, if you just want to play through the trail, if you just want to play through the trials, right, and you just want to go and log in whenever, you know, we get more story through the Arc Saga, right? If that's all you're wanting to do, then I mean, you can just upgrade your hunt units and be perfectly fine. Your hunt and gathering units, and you don't need to worry about much else. But if you're trying to get into PvP, you're going to want to focus on Garrison, Siege, and Gathering units. Those are going to be your main focus. And that being said, I think I've got all I wanted to say out, because I think that's all there really is to say about the different talents. You could probably go more in depth and, like, so, you know, make a tier list. I will leave that to the players who are much better at PvP than me. I might cover them. I know there is a list floating around, but I want to check in with the you know, the players that I know, you know, like, are very good at the game before I cover anything like that. So that being said, I have been JadeJonny. This has been Avatar Legends Realms Collide News. If you learned anything new, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, and I will be seeing you guys later with another Avatar Legends Realms Collide tips, tricks, and news video.